Have you ever wondered what sets families apart? The rich family from the poor family. It's not just about inheritance, not the luxury lifestyle. It's about mindset passed on from one generation to another. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you 15 powerful tips that the rich families teach their children that the average family or the poor families usually miss. Let's dive in. Number one, money is a tool, not a goal. Wealthy parents, rich families, they usually teach their children that money is not a goal, but a powerful tool that we can use to secure our freedom, create time, and make impact in life. Unlike the poor, they teach their children that money is the goal. So they teach their children that when they wake up in the morning, they need to take their bed, go to work, make money at the end of the month. But the rich usually teach their children that there is an assignment to be fulfilled and money is what is required so that we can fulfill that assignment. Number two, invest early. Rich parents understand the power of compound interest in investments, and they usually teach their children to start early to invest, even with the small money. But the poor parents, they don't. So the money they are making, they are barely using it to feed. Number three, they know the difference between assets and liabilities. Rich parents know what puts money in their pocket and what removes money from their pocket from examples. But the poor, because they are not actually knowledgeable about what is assets and liability, they will not be able to teach this to their children. Number four, entrepreneurship is normal. The rich parents, they teach their children how to take risk, even from the young age, because they themselves are actually wealthy. They have taken the risk and they have known what are the resultant effects of those risks. So they will teach their children to take this risk and they encourage them to take it, because even in the process of taking the risk, they fail. They know that failure is not actually the end of what they want to do, but failure is a feedback to the fact that you didn't do that well. So failure gives you that experience to try and try again so that you can get it right. But the poor parents, they don't. Number five, they don't trade time for money forever. The rich parents teach their children the importance of passive income, investing, owning systems, and building wealth beyond paycheck. But this, the poor parents don't in most of the cases. Number six, financial literacy is taught at home. So the rich parents, they teach their children about money. So they don't leave them to learn money just by chance or by what we call in parentheses luck, or what we call maybe they are just walking and they just stumble upon it and all the rest of it. No, they teach their children all about finance, from budgeting to taxes to savings to expenditures and all the rest of it. But this, the poor parents don't. Number seven, they tell their children that failure is not the end. It's just a feedback. Yes. Most of the poor parents, one thing that is common with them is that they don't like taking risks. So, because they don't like taking risks, so they tend to shield their children from taking risks. So any of the child that wants to take risks, they will tell them, no, that's not the way, that's not the way. You know, our educational system will always tell us that when you go to school, you don't need to fail, you don't need to make mistakes and all the rest of it. No. But the rich parents, they shield their children also risk. That means they tell their children that they need to take risks because risk is part of life. So when they fail in taking those risks, they will encourage them to try again, because failure, just as I've said earlier, is not just the end, but it's just a feedback that this thing was not appropriately done. Number seven, delayed gratification. They teach their children to wait on something that they are doing. So they teach their children to wait and save for big dreams other than short-term pleasure. Number nine, relationship. Wealthy parents, they teach their children the importance of networking. They teach their children the importance of building quality relationships. They teach their children the importance of mentorship, the importance of collaboration with other agencies, successful agencies, as a key major ingredient for building success. Number 10, they teach their children that opportunities are created, not waited for. So these are some of the things that people say, that most people are lucky, most people are this. No, it's not actually true. The wealthy people, they don't actually look at luck, because no man succeeds on earth by luck. Yes, men succeed by what they do. Yeah, they succeed by what they do. So they teach their children the importance of taking opportunities, bridging gaps to make sure that things are actually done. So they are proactive, unlike just sitting down and waiting for something to just supernaturally happen one day and they will just break out. No, they teach their children how to be proactive so that they can seize opportunities and maximize every given opportunities to make impact. 11, they think like the owners and not like the workers. So the rich parents, they teach their children the importance of owning business. So even though their children are working for someone, they are not just going to work because they just want to become workers. No, they have this different side to look at things from different perspectives. So they are working, but they are not just seeing themselves as working. So they want to know how things are done. They want to know how systems are built so that they can actually own their businesses. So they know that the work they're doing is just a short-term work that they're doing is not something that they're going to do forever, because they have this mindset that they are going to own businesses in future. 12, building legacies. The rich parents, they teach their children how to pass on values, core values, from one generation to another. So they are passing to their children are passing to their children also. So they are not just working for money, they are not just making money, but they are passing good values to their children. Number 13, selling and negotiation. Wealthy parents, rich parents, they teach their children about sales and negotiation. They know that negotiation is one of the basic components that you need for you to be successful in life. So they know that for you to actually be successful in life, you must know how to sell. It's either you are selling yourself, you are selling your product, or you are selling other people's products. There is no way you are going to become a successful entrepreneur if you don't know how to sell. So they teach their children the power of sales and the power of negotiations. Number 14, environment. Wealthy parents put their children in environments that encourages creativity, encourage productivity, encourage everything that we can talk of that is good, of good value. So they put their children in this environment where laziness is awkward and discouraged. Number 15, lifelong learning. The wealthy parents encourage their children and put them in a situation where they can learn things, not just in school, but when the children come back from school, they also teach them how life operates, the things that are practically applicable about life. So they teach their children how people survive, how people succeed, and many other things. So these are some of the powerful tips that wealthy parents teach their children that the poor parents don't. If this lesson resonated with you, hit the like button and share this video with someone who you think that needs it. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights on building wealth, strong families, and powerful legacies. Drop a comment which of these lessons you were taught, which you wish you learned earlier. Let's talk in the comment section.